what's up, y'all? It's popping. It's D. About to react to this vid by Hello Yassine. It's titled Playboi Carti Finesses Adin Ross Again. Again? At this point, this is a decision. You want to be finessed, so I have no sympathy for you, for sure. But let's see what's going on. Let's watch.
What's poppin', y'all? It looks like Playboi Carti may have pulled the rug from underneath people again. Because Adin Ross, the person that was supposed to have him on his stream the last time, that was nearing, I think, 500,000 live viewers. We don't know how many of that was bots, considering Kick has been known to have people bot the viewership. We don't know if Kick is doing that. Regardless, it would benefit them if it had crazy numbers, so they do have incentive to do that. With that being said, what ended up happening was Carti just doing a bunch of nothing. It was a promotional campaign. He pretty much got paid to listen to his own music for 15 minutes. And then he got out of there and he got a lot of hate. Playboi Carti got a lot of hate for it. And now, what do we have? Adin Ross said there was going to be a part 2. I'll play you guys the clip and then we'll get into a little bit.
I don't think Carti 2 is happening anymore. I have a theory that Carti was just texting me to kind of just like keep me like in a position where like I'm not going to be on his bad side, like where I'm on the internet talking crazy, if that makes sense. To get like the heat off his name type literally, Lacey, yeah. Think I got played, but hey bro, it is what it is. Because I was texting his phone, he stopped answering me out of nowhere.
As you just heard, he's saying he doesn't really believe it's going to happen. He was urging his community and fans that this thing was coming, a part 2 was coming with some real stuff. And I was always skeptical. I was like, I don't think that's going to happen. And then what he just said makes sense, but I don't get why Adin Ross doesn't understand how most rappers view him. Which, it doesn't make sense to me because I don't think Adin Ross is a dumb guy. I don't even think he's remotely dumb. I think he knows what he's doing. One of the instances of him knowing that he's doing is there was this whole thing where I might do a whole nother video about it, but basically he controls a lot of the media that is published about him. And when you control a lot of the media that is published about you, you can paint a certain narrative about yourself or make a narrative that you want silence another narrative that's going on that may be harming you. So someone has enough foresight to think like that and invest money into something like that is not someone that I would also expect to get played like. And it makes sense. Adin's fans were going crazy. Carti's fans were going crazy in a negative way towards Carti. So what's the best way to quell that? Well, Playboi Carti's got to be like, okay, I'll give these guys what they want. And he'll talk to Adin and Adin will send the message. Because Carti didn't say anything. He didn't say, yo, sorry guys, I didn't show up. Oh, we're going to do another one. None of that. He just stayed quiet. Also, I think people give Carti too much credit about like knowing what he's doing. Carti, for a large part of his early career, all the moves were made by him, were made for him by Ian Connor, who was, and this is where like people kind of want to imitate something without knowing the origins. So the foundation is the most important thing. So the foundation was that Carti wasn't this mysterious, weird character that he is now back then. Wasn't. And the only reason he was even able to pull back then is because he pretty much had a spokesperson, someone that was really connected, that was making all the plays for him. And he was able to learn from that individual. And then he was able to carry it on afterwards. On top of that, he has a good team around him. So Carti isn't like some mastermind that's controlling his entire career. Although I do think like he knows what'll get attention. Like if you're already popping, getting more popping is not that hard. You just kind of do something a little bit off the wall, like YoungBoy, right? People were like, was it brilliant that YoungBoy put some paint on his face? No, YoungBoy was like the most lit young rapper. Everybody was talking about him. So if he put some paint on himself, everyone's going to talk about him more. And then people that don't even really talk about him are going to talk about the fans that are always talking about him because he just put some face paint on. It's really not that complicated. But Adin's relationship with rappers, I think it's getting, I wouldn't say worse, but they're definitely acknowledging that, oh, this guy has a lot more money than us, than we thought. And now they're probably all going to start charging him because rappers talk. So if a rapper's like, yo, I got paid $250K to be on Adin's stream, how much did you get paid? And they're looking at it like, yo, I was just on his stream for free. I think they'd be less inclined. Plus, it doesn't really do that much for their music. So they're looking to get a bag. And I do think Adin Ross is less, I would say he's more inclined now to pay them because he has ownership. Maybe he's painting or something.
Platform. I don't know. Sorry, it's really distracting.
The platform gets bigger. The platform's gonna fund it. So he's just looking at it like, hey, I'm using rappers to build my platform, to get new user signups, to get more application downloads, which makes our application look more. I won't even say some people are hating on it, but a lot of the thought that may come to mind is, hey, how is this thing ever going to make money? Well, Twitch doesn't even really make money. Twitch is just losing money. It costs a ton to keep servers up. This is still a funnel to gambling, of course. That's like the main thing. But they're paying paying out all this money. They don't have advertisers like Twitch does. I do think that's something that's going to change in the future. They're going to get advertisers and they're going to clean house. And the whole like, oh, this is the ironic thing where they're like, yo, people could say whatever they want on Kick. No, they can't. They absolutely cannot. And Adin Ross even put out a clip saying, hey, you know, we're just building up the platform right now. You know, in a couple of years, things will be different. Which means that all the people that think they're going to wild out on Kick get viewers now and it's going to stay like that. Nah, the wild stuff, this has always been the cycle of platforms, and people need to be cognizant of what's happening in the past to see how things will likely happen again. Like every platform, stuff is crazy in the beginning. Like YouTube, people were posting music, people were posting movies, people were posting anime, people were posting everything. And it built up. Because keep in mind, when you're smaller, it's less likely for you to get sued. Granted, this is already a big company backing it. So, like, for example, remember when Adin Ross streamed the Super Bowl? That was high risk, but it was high reward. You got a ton of viewers on it. You got a ton of signups.
If y'all was around YouTube, on YouTube, like, was this like 2016? DB Nation was putting up anal sex pranks and getting paid for it. Like, if you was there, you was there and you saw it.
People making accounts, which those things make the company look valuable. And they claimed, the company claimed that they got offered $1 billion for a buyout, which they declined. I don't know if that's true, but I don't think like, you know, somebody up at the company is just going to straight up lie about a number like that. Although it is possible, but I'm not calling the person a liar. So when you have people posting whatever, a bunch of new users come to the site because they're like, yo, this is where we're getting where we can't get on other platforms. Because what happened to YouTube is kind of everything was allowed to fly up until the whole PewDiePie thing. Mm-hmm. And, you know, these journalists always mess it up for everybody. These journalists write an article about, oh, PewDiePie is promoting whatever. We're not going to get into that. And then these journalists use the media to scare the advertisers into pulling out. And then advertisers pull out. YouTube is like, whoa, we can't let stuff fly anymore. Sorry, guys. We got to pack it up. So they pack out a lot of people, get them out of here, demonetize them, ban them, whatever the case may be, clean up the content. Advertisers come back, and then now that quote-unquote golden age is over. That's the same thing that's happening with Kick right now. They're just using those people to build up the platform. They're going to clean it up later. And yeah, you're going to be relegated to another platform. Which is why, as much as people want to hate Rumble, like the foundation of it is like free speech. So it's a little bit different, whereas Kick, what's the foundation? Oh, Gamble and Adin Ross? That's kind of really what it's built on. Or also, actually, no, I will give credit. The foundation for Kick is, hey, you get 95% cut of your subscription versus on Twitch where you're getting 50%. So that's the incentive. Now, like I've said before, the problem with that is Twitch has Twitch Prime, so people are largely subbing, or half of people's subscriptions are free. But they were saying that Twitch or Amazon or Twitch was going to remove Twitch Prime, which if that happens, that's a big hit. Because the problem is you're not really getting subs on Kick. And that's why they have kind of like this salaried program, which is also another incentive. So Kick has incentives for streamers, but I would say their foundation, if I were to give them, to be fair, it's gambling and, hey, you get 95% cut and you get paid more out of what people are sending you versus on Twitch. It has nothing to do with like free speech and doing whatever you want. Because the things that people complained about on Twitch are on there too. They've got, chicks shaking their behinds, OF, funnels, all that other type of stuff. But yeah, I kind of deviated into a different topic outside of the Playboi Carti thing, but I think these things are important. You should be aware of what you're watching, what you're paying attention to, and why you being a viewer of something is valuable to the people and the company that you're a viewer of. And then you can kind of see like where your value is at. But let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. Do you think...
But yeah, that would be wild if Kick is just like, yeah, all right, now we've gotten popular enough. We got a lot of people over here. Y'all got to chill out now. You can't be doing all this wild shit. We're going to censor y'all a little bit. And then they just start censoring them more and more and more. Because, yeah, that isn't the foundation of their platform to be so free speech. That is kind of Rumble's thing. So, they could definitely switch up on their people. And then what? Then what? So, yeah, we'll see what happens. Because, yeah, that's definitely what happened with YouTube. YouTube was so, like, free speech. You could do and say anything. YouTube is the platform where the dude was murdering kittens and like uploading the videos, and they were up for a while. The whole documentary, Don't Fuck With Cats, that's what it's about. And that was when the guy was on YouTube. I want to say it was like around 2015 or something like that. I don't know the exact year, but it was a while ago. Of course, now that would never fly. It would get taken down immediately. But yeah, he was able to do that because YouTube was so lax for a very long time. It was very lax, and things have changed. So that could easily happen with Cake. But yeah, Playboi Carti, I mean, I don't think he's taking any of this seriously at all. I think he's just going along with what his team wants him to do. But I don't know why Adin Ross is even bothering with him at this point. I don't get it. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think though. Let me know what other videos you'll be watching. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.